Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a collective haul from the last couple of months. So I don't actually often go shopping for things. I don't go shopping for clothing very often. I have a mix of stationery, home decor, fashion, and just some other miscellaneous things. So I thought that I would share that with you guys today. So I'm going to start with some clothing. So I picked up this shirt because it was $4.50 and I actually wore it to my last day of work with just the staff. So this one says, "We are stronger together," and it is an obscenely like bright, like minty teal shirt. Just a comfy thing. I like to have a little stockpile of teacher tees. Actually all the other ones I've made. It's nice to have something like that. And then I found that I do have a lot of graphic tees, and like, I don't know, I want to say not cute graphic tees, but no like real plain tees. And plain tees I have, I've, you know, worn to death. So Walmart have this super comfy line of t-shirts from George. I feel like they're modal. So they're rayon and spandex, okay, but it feels like modal. And they're just so comfortable. And these are actually the style of shirt that I've made my teacher tees in, almost the exact same one. So these ones are really nice and bright. So this one's teal, has a bit of a V-neck, and then it's kind of a long line scoop along the bottom so it doesn't kind of cut you off. So I got it in a nice kind of tealy blue, and then the first one that I picked up, I had to actually get in a smaller size. I got this in an extra small. Typically I'm a small in the t-shirts at George, but they didn't have a small, and I think the next size was like a large, so I figured I would try the extra small, and it's this gorgeous yellow. It's like a marigold yellow. I've definitely been obsessed with yellow, like mustard, and like obviously the deeper colors, which aren't really spring colors, but like I just love yellow. And then I've just been picking up a few more sports bras, just kind of trying different styles. But I picked this one up from Walmart. The boobs always look so funny with the cups in it because it's like this seamless material, so it's super soft. And it did seem like it was going to be a little bit longer lined for the torso, because I find some of my underwire free bras end up kind of curling a little bit under the bust, which can get a little irritating when you're constantly trying to like flip it down and fix it. I also went to Giant Tiger, or as we affectionately call it, GT Boutique, and they had these biker shorts, and they're just a plain gray. They're not overly long, like the inseam isn't very long, but they're not like up the booty, and they were $6. So I was like, yes. I kind of wish they had more colors just because they've been super handy just to wear around the house right now because they're super thin, have just been super comfy. And I also like that they're not compression. So like when you're working out, like yeah, sometimes you really want to feel like you're being sucked in, but like when you're just at home relaxing, like you don't want to feel like you're being suffocated. At least I personally don't. And then I got a couple other things from there. I don't really have any, you know, capris anymore. Capris aren't like really a thing. I guess, I don't know if they're coming back. I don't know. I don't really care. But I wanted a pair of light colored pants that would be really good for, you know, spring and fall for going back to work, and obviously you can wear them during summer. But there's just this plain little pair of like khaki capris. They have this little stitching detail at the bottom. They aren't overly flared, but they're not completely skinny at the calf, and they just have an elastic waist, which is just very comfy. And it also works for layering different tops. So like this top, for example, which is again a long line, would float nicely over it and it wouldn't have too much bulk. And then I got another pair of pants, and it was really funny because as I was trying them on, I was trying to remember if I had pants like this or if I just wanted pants like this. So this is supposed to be, I say supposed to be because it doesn't quite pan out that way. They're supposed to be more of a paper bag waist, but they are olive green, which is one of my favorites. So they're olive green, they're long, they're skinny, they're actually a little bit cropped. They're more like flood pants, so it's definitely more of like an ankle cutoff. But I'm also only 5'3", so if you're taller than me, it would probably hit better. So I'm 5'3", but I'm mostly leg, so I'm not the best example when it comes to certain pants like this. But I think for other people who have maybe shorter legs but are taller, it would hit a little bit higher. But it's got a cute little belt you can tie up. It's got a eye clasp, and it's just a zipper, but there's a little button inside just to make sure that it stays put. But the only thing is it only really looks like a paper bag from the back. Yeah, it's not really super loose, which actually I appreciate because I don't have a lot of torso, so adding bulk around my natural waist doesn't really do anything for me. but I just love this color. I do have a pair of like high-waisted olive jeans, but they're more of a like an army green olive versus this one that has a little bit more of a richer tone. But definitely excited for that. These ones were they were on sale for $18. They were originally $25, and then the capris were $18. So not overly priced. I haven't bought a lot of clothing from Giant Tiger that would be like regular go-to clothes, so I can't really speak to the quality of them at the moment, to be honest. But I have found, like, I have clothes from Forever 21 that are over 10 years old. So I don't know if I'm just lucky with the items that I've purchased from there over the years, or is it just because of how I take care of my clothes, like when I wash them? I don't know, but just gonna throw that out there. So I will let you know how they go. And then this, oh, this romper is so cute. I've already worn it out. It is a cute floral, so it's like a purple floral strapless. It's got, it's not ruched per se, but it gives that illusion. So it's got a ruched side. It's a little bit, well, I want to say baggier, but not really baggy, because it's actually quite tight, but it's like a flattering tight. And then we have the waist. There are pockets. Everyone loves a pocket. And then they are a wider leg, and again, cropped. They're so cute. I loved it. They did actually have, I want to say, 4, potentially 5 patterns, but that purple one was like the prettiest. I feel like one of them was striped, and it was just like, that was not gonna flatter me in any world. The next item I've wanted for a while, and I'm slowly like collecting or going through the collection. Those of you who are aware of Chapters, one of the lines at Chapters is called Love and Lore, and they have pajamas. They're very expensive pajamas, but like when you get a good PJ and you know that you're like you'll spend your life in them, you kind of invest in them. So back around, I want to say Christmas potentially, I got the long-sleeved nightgown, and I got it in the navy, and they've got a short sleeve and shorts, a long sleeve and long pants. But the thing I like about the short sleeve and the long sleeve is they're actually button-up. So I told myself that if I got another Chapters gift card for an end-of-year gift from one of my students, I was going to put it towards the PJs, and I did. So I got the Love and Lore Women's Piped Sleep Set, and this is the short sleeve and short, so they have a nice little image on there. They also have a robe. I don't think I'm going to get the robe. I don't know, maybe. But I'm kind of checking off the color palettes at the same time. So I got this in gray, like I said, my other one is in navy, and I'm going to probably get the long sleeve and long pants in black. My goal is to purge all of my miscellaneous pajamas. I have so many. And I have like, you know, men's boxers as like PJ bottoms, and then I have a really old pair of like Tinkerbell bottoms, and just I have some sets that are just super duper old that I'm kind of like, hey, you should probably be retired. Like they're still in pretty good condition, but I was like, I just have so many things. I like to sleep in big baggy shirts of Scott's, so I'm just like, no, I want to kind of weed down my pajama set. And then this last dress is from a Toronto brand. It's gonna be very difficult to show you because it is a convertible dress. The brand is, actually, you know what, to be fair, I'm not actually 100% sure how it's pronounced out loud, but I'm going to say Henka. So it's Henkaa. And they do a lot of, like, they kind of target themselves as a bridesmaid's, wedding, guest, special events kind of site. And I've known about them for a while, and I've always really kind of liked the idea of the convertible dress. I actually remember when American Apparel first did it, and I wanted it so badly. Also, I thought American Apparel was dead, and I have been informed that they're not dead. They're just not nearly as popular as they used to be. But anyway, so needless to say, I never got that dress, but I've always really wanted one. So I happened to, I think I got an ad on Facebook from it, and they had a couple of colors from some of their looks on clearance, on like get ready, they're gone kind of things. And I love royal blue. So this is their Sakura midi convertible dress in royal blue. So I'm going to try to hold it up. Basically, that's just under the bust, and then you have these two very, very long pieces of fabric, and that's what you can do all the cool things for. So I wanted this, and it was like the best color. So now I have an endless number of dresses. So I will be doing a reel eventually of different looks with it, but they have all these tutorials on like their YouTube page and on their website, so I will link that down below if you are interested. And there's tons of colors, and there's also a few different styles of the dresses. Like I said, this was the midi one, but they have full-length maxis. They actually even do wedding dress ones, which are not my cup of tea, but it is a cool idea, and it's obviously a much more affordable approach if, you know, you aren't there for the hoopla. Some of the miscellaneous things. I got these earrings. I just got them from Amazon. I was looking for some more kind of keeper style earrings that I could just, you know, literally keep in my ear and not fuss about them. And then one of the girls from work recommended them, so got those. Kind of want some more. I like the black and the silver. They got some like funky colored ones too. Something to keep my jewelry in, again, on my trip to Michael's, one of my many trips. I've been many times recently just because I love it so much. I just got this little dish, and I didn't have a purpose for it, and you're probably gonna be like, why is it an M? So there wasn't any S's. That was the first thing. There was no S's, but for those of you again who are new here, my boyfriend, his name is Scott, and his last name starts with an M, and I'm kind of like, well, eventually when we get married, I'm like, my last name will be an M too, so I'm like, I'll just pick up the M, and I just kind of like it, because sometimes I don't wear a ton of jewelry, but when I do and I go to bed and I realize I'm like, oh, I've got this on, and like I just kind of throw it on my bedside table, so I figured that's probably a safer space to put them. I bought myself some headphones. So I have some AirPods. I actually got them from Scott, who got them from work. He got a free pair from one of the vendors that they work with, and I love them, but sometimes like I have really little ears, and sometimes they just start to hurt, and they're like wedged in my ear. And Scott doesn't use them because he has a gamer headset, because he games, and he just uses those for his meetings. So I wanted a pair of over-the-head earphones. I wasn't buying anything from Apple this year, so I wasn't going to be able to get any of the Bose ones. I actually missed out on the opportunity to do that last year. I bought my iPad a little too early because I was so excited to get it. So I could have had these a year ago, but that's fine. But I ended up getting some Skull Candy ones, and I like the gray, and I love that they fold. That is like a big deal for me. And these are the Hesh 3s, which I think they've been out for like several years now. I don't think they're like newer. They have some newer ones, but like overall, they have the rapid charge. They don't have the longest battery life compared to some of their newer higher end models, but for what I need, they're more than sufficient. So I've been wearing them. I've been loving them. They're not noise canceling. They are no issue so far, and I'm never going to be wearing them when there's like tons of noise around anyways, because that's not the environments I'm ever in. Some stationery, because I am a stationery hooligan. Let's just say something else. I got this AM PM reflection journal. So I've had the one line a day journal. I have two of them. One from many years ago, and then one from the last couple of years. And to be honest, I am absolutely horrid at filling it in. Like I did have some good spells in my first one where I like was consistent for a really long time and then would fall off and then would try to fill the blanks in and continue, and it's just not my vibe. I just can't do it. But when I saw this one, I didn't kind of think of it as a do it every night situation. I kind of view it as those days when I'm not having such a good day, or when I have a lot of things I need to get done. So actually I used it the other day for the first time, and I'll show you guys again. I'll do a little b-roll of the pages, but I like that there's ways that you can reflect on your day and see the things that, you know, maybe went well, maybe some things that didn't go so well, what you're kind of, you know, excited about for the next day, or what you can look forward to, then some of your feelings, and being able to get some of those worries and concerns off your chest. And I find that very therapeutic. But I made one of my notebooks kind of a emotion dump, if you will. So if I'm like stewing over something, or something just kind of like eating away at me, and maybe I've already talked about it with Scott, and there's really not much more to say, it just kind of stuck and like lodged in there, I write it down, and usually it kind of helps me let go. I saw this one recently at one of my Winners Adventures. The other AM PM notebook is also from Winners. So this one is I like this notebook because it opens from the top, because that makes it different, so that means I can have it. But again, just liked the fact that it was a top open one. I loved the notes and the pretty sky All right, what else? So something I got from Winners recently, I have it beside me with tea, is I got a double wall glass mug. Well, there's two of them actually, so I better. We have a couple of glass mugs up at the cottage that I just love, and I will actually like climb onto the counter to grab them if they've been put up on a higher shelf because I'm short. There's something about them that I really quite liked. And I also think because they're so easy to go with any style that you have in your kitchen, I have a lot of eclectic mugs. I believe I have 2 boxes of mugs downstairs that I've packed away and taken out of my cupboards. Like I could probably get rid of more of my mugs. As much as I love them, as much as I love my Harry Potter ones, as much as I love some of the sassy ones some of my kids have given me over the years, I'm kind of like, I don't really need them, but we'll get to that. They're nowhere, they're not going anywhere yet. Something else kind of kitchen-ish related, I got these at Michael's. They are in the party section. They're placemats, and they're usually 19 bucks, and they're bright yellow. They obviously have a huge range of colors, but yellow is kind of my kitchen color, yellow and red. And so we have purchased an outdoor umbrella for our backyard. We are revamping our convertible bench to tables. So I wanted to kind of have something that's nice and bright and pretty. You can see it like reflecting on my face for our outdoor, I'm not gonna say outdoor kitchen because obviously it's not an actual kitchen, but our outdoor dining area. Going along with that, I really enjoy cute napkins. Why? I don't know. But I figured I would pick up some more cute ones. These are, I like actually the size. This is the beverage napkin size from Winners. I've also picked up one of the yoga towels. Actually, this is the second one. I bought one for Scott recently and then decided that I too should be able to have one. He uses it for when he comes back from his runs. I will use it for whenever I decide to try to be athletic again. I think a couple of last things. I picked up the Green Beaver Company natural deodorant. Now I have seen an absolute ton of sponsored content from Native, and I actually almost went through the deal and almost got it, but I still was just like 8 bucks for it. I'm like, let me see. And I get this is not the same brand, so I can't make a comparison. I tried natural deodorant, oh my god, like almost 20 years ago. Oh, that makes me sound so old. My dad actually used to work for a company that had natural products, so I tried it and I never felt it did anything. And I think also at the time I didn't understand the difference between a deodorant and an antiperspirant, because like you just say everything's a deodorant. So yeah, so I thought I would give this one a try, and I still might try Native. And the last thing before I take you kind of around, one of the last things, I got a puzzle. I love puzzles. I don't give myself enough time to do them, but when I get into them, like I really go in. So this one is going to be an absolute nightmare because look, it's literally a forest scape. But one of the things that I think about when I pick up puzzles now is whether or not I'm gonna frame them. I have a puzzle that I did that's like an ancient map, and I did buy a frame recently from Michael's. So this is a piece of art above my couch, and I'm just gonna back up a little bit so you can kind of fully see it. So originally I was going to have a gallery wall here, and I actually literally have had it taped up to my wall for close to 2 weeks now. You can see all the things I just hauled. And we saw this and we said, forget it, we're putting this up here. It's actually very similar to a piece that Scott's mom has over her couch. It's a little bit actually reversed. Hers has the red all along the bottom, and she's got some like yellows and orange at the top. But we loved it. I got it from Yisk. So here is where the puzzle is supposed to be hung. But this is the frame, the Ventura frame that's evil and is not 18 by 24. And then the last thing is this giant mirror. This one's from IKEA. I have wanted a mirror here for probably as long as we've lived here. I just thought I would add more light in here, although you would never know that now because it's super, super dark. See if I can increase that for you a little bit better. So I wanted to be able to like see myself before I go instead of having to see myself in my office. So that's that. And then the last couple of things are, these are not new. Scott's is new actually, but these are my degrees and Scott's degree. I have a new mat coming for him that I had to order. It'll be blue, it'll look beautiful. And then on this side, this is what I meant by like having the gallery wall prepped. So we're gonna put the gallery wall on the staircase. So yeah, so we are going to work on the gallery wall on the staircase instead. I think it'll look really nice, although I do find that our stairwell looks a little darker now. But yeah, that's kind of all the big things and all the changes. So if you guys aren't aware, I do have a home account on Instagram, and I will leave that up here. And you'll see more of these like home decor things there. Forgot to mention that I also picked up these 2 pairs of shoes. I've been looking for like white tennis shoes for years. Finally found a pair of Keds that I liked that fit, and then the nude pair on the right are from Walmart. So I think I got the Keds at Winners and the George ones obviously at Walmart. And the last piece that I got is actually this 5-tier paper stack organizer, and it will move to my classroom in September, but for now it's on my desk. Future Sydney here, popping back in. I didn't end up filming an outro. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I was running all over the place to show you guys the different items and then remembering other things that I hadn't shared. But here I am just going to wrap it up. I have actually since gone out and bought a few more things, but I'm going to save that for another day. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you've picked up recently. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and other places like my blog, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya!